What's up, YouTube? This is the Eben Oracle here. Hope you guys are doing well out there in the collective. I'm gonna do something a little different today. First off, I got this new pet tortoise, and I kind of been trying to figure out a name for this guy. I just got him very recently. It's a giant African spurred tortoise. Obviously, it's a baby now, but it's supposed to get huge and live for up to 150 years, so that's pretty exciting. Anyways, I want to do kind of a little contest there for viewers watching my channel. If you guys post in the comment section a cool name for the tortoise, whoever comes up with the best name will win a free half-hour reading. So anyways, if you have any suggestions out there, I'd really appreciate it. I did look up how to tell if it's a male or female, and you can tell by its bottom shell, and its bottom shell looks like at this point that it's probably a female tortoise. So I guess feminine names would probably be better, or ones that can be interchangeable, masculine or feminine. Anyways, I'm going to set him aside real quick, and then I'll go on about the reading, but I think this little tortoise is adorable. Alright guys, well, today's video is about being hated on spiritually, spiritual warfare. Basically, it's a very strange story, but I came home a couple days ago from work, and there was a voodoo doll with a picture of me sitting on my front porch, and it had like needles in the eyes and needle in the third eye and the throat chakra, and it said death on my forehead and all this other crap. Whoever put that voodoo doll on my porch, I just want to say thank you. I am a very strong alchemist, so anybody giving me their energy, whether that energy is hate or jealousy, anger, whatever it happens to be, I always transmute that for my benefit. So thank you for putting a lot of time and energy and hating on me for whatever reason. But I'm definitely going to take that energy and use it to do something positive with, like I always do. So that kind of inspired this video today. Today is going to be a pick a card reading. We got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. We're going to draw a couple cards on each pile. Depending on which pile you choose, that's your message, or there could be messages in any of the piles up here for you. But we're basically going to check up on, for people out there in the spiritual community who watch my videos, and you know you have people doing spell work or sending you the evil eye, hating on you in a spiritual type of way. We're going to kind of look into, well, either the question is, why are they hating on you? And 2, what is their karma for hating on you? Because when people send a lot of negative energy your way and you literally have not done anything to wrong these people, there's definitely karma involved. You know, the universe doesn't like haters, doesn't like people wasting their time, using up all their energy, not working on themselves just to hate on somebody else who probably has done a lot of shadow work, who tries to connect with spirit and ancestors, and you know, basically doesn't go around harming people, but still, for whatever reason, these spiritual haters out there just love to send the evil eye and negative energy your way. We're going to see if we can pick up on these energies. So remember, meditate really quickly, whatever pile you're drawn to, but pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. All right, we're going to start off here with pile 1, and we'll see what these spiritual haters have against you and what their karma might be for hating on you. You know, that's one thing I've noticed. The deeper I've gotten into my spiritual journey, I've noticed that the more hate I get, which to me doesn't quite make sense, because I feel like the deeper I get into my spiritual journey, the more in tune I am with all the people around me, the more understanding I am the more kind I am and generous. Like all these good qualities and traits start coming out of me after doing, work on myself, healing work and shadow work. But for whatever reason, people seem to really hate on those who put the time and effort into investing in themselves and working on themselves. They seem to, the more you work on yourselves and the more energy you put on yourself, the more negative energy haters seem to put on you and ignore working on themselves. It's kind of a strange dichotomy, the way things work out that way, but it is what it is. I guess that's what spiritual warfare is all about. All right, Ace of Swords. So for you out there, that's the first card coming out. For whoever picked pile 1, the Ace of Swords is people hate on you for standing in your power and standing in your truth. You might put off this energy of basically being very authentic, being your true and honest self. And for whatever reason, people don't like that, probably because they're afraid to be their honest and true self. They probably like to hide in the shadows and hate on people behind the scenes and then put on this fake mask and follow the crowd and be a sheep with everyone else. So pile 1, you're probably a goat. You probably go your own way. You probably do your own thing. You don't need a shepherd. You don't follow a flock. And people just, for whatever reason, cannot stand that shit. It beats me why people are like that, but obviously that's how they are. All right, next, Page of Swords. So these people who can't stand the fact that you're authentic and stand in your own power and truth, spy on you. Page of Swords. They're sitting in there in the shadows, watching you, stalking you, and even though they seem to really hate you, for whatever reason, they cannot stop looking at you, which another strange human behavior. They probably stalk and watch because they probably live vicariously through you. They probably wish they could be authentic and be their true selves unapologetically, but because they feel peer pressure to follow the crowd and act a certain way or follow whatever traditions their family has taught them, they just stalk in the background, wishing they could be you and throw hate your way. All right, yeah, because you're probably about that shit. Queen of Pentacles. You're probably on your money game. You might even, with your creativity, with your true self, your authenticity, you've probably figured out a way to make money off of that. You've probably figured out a way on how to use your own personal spiritual gifts in a way that brings abundance into your life. And people just cannot stand that because they're in the background being some hating ass hoes and still probably don't have shit money-wise. But that's probably because they spend so much energy and time trying to hate on you rather than turn that energy into abundance. All right. So this also, 3 of Pentacles. So that is the card, twofold message to me. That's the card of self-mastery, and it is also the card of working with others. So I think while you are working as an individual, a unique individual, mastering yourself, mastering your spiritual gifts, mastering your true authenticity, you have a group of haters working together in the background, trying to basically spy, stalk, send the evil eye your way, and cause problems in your life. Okay, I dropped a card here. All right, the card that was dropped was the Queen of Cups. So not only are you Queen of Pentacles, you're about that shit when it comes to money, making money, but you also are probably very loving and kind, even though these people hate on you. And that probably makes them hate on you even worse because it's probably the more honest and kind and generous you are, they just cannot stand that because they feel like their hate is supposed to in some way knock you off your square, get you off your game, but it just doesn't. A lot of times it probably even makes you go within even further and heal even more traumas and actually come out on the end of their hate, completely transmuting that hate into this just kind, loving, nurturing energy. You probably go around helping people. You're probably always there for the people around you. And some of these secret haters, these Page of Swords, you probably actually help them and do kind things for them. And they know that in the background, they're hating on you, and the guilt probably gets to them. So it makes them hate you even further. That's just sad, to tell you the truth. All right. And there we go. Page of Pentacles. All right, so you're Queen of Pentacles, and I think it's because you put your energy into helping others. I'm taking the Page of Pentacles as that being their energy. You're the Queen of Pentacles, you make money, they're the Page of Pentacles. They really don't have shit going on for themselves. And on top of that, you can see on this card all these gears in this person's mind. They probably cannot stop thinking about you. You probably live in their mind rent-free, while you basically zap them of their energy because all they can do is think about you. It doesn't matter what they think about you, positive or negative. The bottom line is all that energy they send your way, you transmute it into becoming a better individual and turning that energy into making money. Money is that place marker for energy, and it seems like you're taking that energy they send your way and you're just turning it into those place markers. So anyways, piles 1, that's what I see as far as why they hate you and their karma for hating you. Their karma is never being able to be authentic, constantly obsessing over you and watching you blow up, and improve your life while they are at a standstill. All right, next here we're going to be doing pile 2. Throw some more black dragon's blood on the coal over here. Keep this positive energy going here. All right, pile 2. Pile 2. Why do people hate on you spiritually? What is the reason for it? All right, because this is the Justice card. All right, Justice. Probably because you're a balanced and fair individual. You also might be a Libra, but you definitely are balanced in the way you deal with people. You're fair-minded, and you keep things karmically in balance. So anything that you might have done negative in the past, you probably always make amends for it. Anything that you've done to hurt anyone's feelings or make anybody feel left out or any of those type of things, you probably always apologize. You're probably always kind and gentle and fair-minded, even with your enemies and people who hate on you. And you know what? For whatever reason, people just can't stand that because they just love to hate. People just love hating on people, not apologizing, feeling like they're one-upping you by being an asshole, and then thinking that it's going to affect you somehow. But you know what? With that Justice card, you're always in balance, no matter what happens to you, no matter what other people do to you. They cannot tip those scales. You remain balanced through any situation that comes in your way, which takes an amazing amount of personal strength and spiritual strength, and they probably absolutely hate that because nothing can knock you off your square. What do we got there? All right, Page of Cups. So the other thing is that even when people come to you with some sort of immature emotional offer, and then maybe even take that offer back, it still cannot get you out of balance. Nothing seems to get you out of balance. No immature love partnership situations, no immature offers that are then taken back for whatever reason, to be spiteful or hateful, or see if people trying to see if they can get you out of balance or get you out of character, try to get some sort of reaction out of you. But you're just strictly balanced. And there's literally nothing that gets you out of balance. And people obviously can't stand that because they're so emotional and so emotionally unbalanced. It's super easy for them to get out of character. All right. Then we got here the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, it's like people see that you're waiting for your ships to come in. In this deck, the Thoth deck, it's called the Virtue card. All right, and it has sun energy attached to it. So basically, you're probably in that happy energy, probably radiating this beautiful energy out, waiting for your ships to come in because you know, with the law of attraction, you know what's meant for you. You know that you have something amazing coming down the pipe from the universe. You know that the next thing in your life is more abundance. It's more love. It's more authenticity. It's more balance, which I don't know how you could get much more balance than you probably already are, but people know that you have great things coming into your future, and they just want to knock you off your square, knock you off balance to try to affect this prosperity that the universe is bringing your way. I think these haters can see just by who you are, that is what's going to manifest in your life, and they just want to stop that in any way possible. All right, then we got the Ten of Wands. All right, this is the card of burdens, and in this deck it's called oppression. Well, obviously, that is why they try to put burdens on you. They want to affect your abundance. They want to affect your destiny. You're probably destined for something amazing in your life. You're probably destined to be some sort of maybe spiritual guide, teacher. You're meant to help other people and balance out karma on a massive scale. And all these haters that are super immature just want to burden you and try to slow this process down. But there's really not a whole lot they can do to slow this process down because you are who you are and you will get karmic justice. You are justice. All right, the Fool card. It's like no matter, you're in that full energy as well. It's like no matter what sort of burdens are being placed on you by these spiritual haters, you still always jump into things without worry or regret. You always take leaps of faith. You always push forward and have the most positive and well-meaning attitude as you do it. And that also is a reason why people can't stand you, because none of this burdens or oppression that they try to perpetrate against you to get you out of balance, you just never are. And if something doesn't work out, you just move on to the next thing so gracefully, so seamlessly, that people really cannot believe that you're able to operate in this fashion, that you're really that strong. And it makes them look at themselves and see the weakness within themselves and realize that they don't really have much to look forward to in the future like you do. And so that's why they just really want to hate on you. But I have a feeling that it really is no never mind to you. They can hate all they want. You're always going to be this balanced person. You're always going to get karmic justice, and you're always going to take leaps of faith and take risks to get that, great risks equal great reward. And I think you're always willing to take that risk. And for whatever reason, it probably always works out in your benefit. The universe probably really has your back as you move along. All right. And what is their karma? Five of Wands, strife. So while they try to put this burden and oppressions on you for just being a balanced, happy individual who goes out there and gets up and no matter how many times you're knocked down, you get up and you try again. You always take a leap of faith, and that's why you're destined for greatness in this lifetime. That's why your destiny is going to be an amazing thing. What they're left with in their life is strife. conflict. They surround themselves with a bunch of other karmic hater individuals that eventually turn on each other and try to oppress and burden each other and bring a lot of strife, fighting, arguing, conflict, and nonsense in their life. And that's their burden. For being that type of spiritual hater, they're always going to be in strife. Drama is going to pop off in their life at every turn. They're never going to be able to keep moving forward. They're always going to keep being knocked down and then sitting there in their own pity. And while they sit in their own pity, the other people that they were working with to hate on you are going to turn on them because they see weakness in them. And it's just going to be a constant battle within all these haters' lives. Just constant strife on the spiritual world, in the physical world. They probably have a lot of dark entities attached to them that probably stir up a lot of trouble in their mind. They're probably mentally conflicted. They have mental strife as well as physical strife and straight drama. So while you're out there being this happy, balanced person, waiting for your amazing future to show up, these people are constantly battling themselves, others, and negative entities, and that is their karma. All right, now we're going to do pile 3 here. All right, pile 3. Why do people hate on you in a spiritual fashion? What is the spiritual component to all this hate that they send your way? Oh, and just so you guys can see the well, Ace of Cups fell out. But just so you guys can see this voodoo doll that somebody left on my porch, I'm going to put that as the thumbnail for this video. It's somebody obviously went to great lengths to do this. I mean, they got the photo of me from my job at the psychic shop. I have a bio up on the wall in the front, so, you know, people choose the readers that resonate with them. And somebody took the picture off of my bio to make this voodoo doll, went through the trouble of making this voodoo doll, and then went to the trouble of coming and putting it on my front porch. I mean, that's a lot of energy and time they spent hating on me when I haven't done a damn thing to whoever did this voodoo doll. It's just pure hatred and jealousy, which I'm going to turn into profit, abundance, more spiritual growth, new spiritual gifts, and I'm basically going to shit on these haters. And they're going to hate me even more because all their stupid black magic and voodoo, whatever they try to do against me, never works. You would think after a certain amount of time they would give up. People have been trying to hate on me with black magic and in a spiritual way for quite some time, but the shit never works. Anyways, back to you, pile 3. Enough about me bitching about shit. All right, Ace of Cups. All right, so you always have new emotional beginnings. New beginnings in emotional abundance and love from the divine. The divine just basically pours out favor on you nonstop. No matter what sort of endings come into your life, boom, the divine is right there again with new abundance, just pouring out this cup. Like if there, you know, I hate the cliche kind of terminology, but if there is your cup runneth over, that is you, pile 3. Your cup runneth over. You are highly favored by the divine, and that is why people hate on you. All right, so 8 of Wands. A lot of fast-paced communication. A lot of speeding towards a goal or target. I almost feel like there's a lot of slander. People throw, probably online, people talk back and forth, a lot of back and forth communication, real passionate communication about talking crap on you, spreading rumors, and trying to basically target you with this communication. Target you, target your name with slander, because really there's nothing else they can do besides make up stories about you, because you're just that you're overflowing with love. That divine love that is poured into you constantly, that constantly gives you that rebirth, that new beginning. You pour it out. You're like the divine's vessel, and you pour this love out to all the people around you. And there's nothing that the haters can do but make up stories, because there's nothing you do in real life but are being very kind and loving with people. And so they make up these stories and they send them back and forth and try to defame you on the internet and behind your back with other haters. And they think it's real funny, and they think like they're actually doing something, but they're just wasting their time and energy while you're out there probably being a light worker, just spreading this divine love to all your fellow human beings, and probably raising the vibration of even the haters who try to make up stories about you. All right, so they try to make these stories up to put you in that hangman position, to keep you stuck, to keep you from doing probably your light worker duties. And you know what? It probably has little to no effect on you. If anything, you probably still send positive energy out to these haters, which in turn makes them even more jealous and hateful of you, because it doesn't really matter what kind of crap they do or say about you. You probably still say positive things about them. You probably have nothing but kind words, and people would assume that they could bring you out of your character, out of this loving individual that you are, with these hateful words. But all they're doing by trying to keep you stuck is they're actually keeping themselves stuck, because none of their stories make sense. Because anybody else who has an open mind, who hears these stories and then meets you, the stories don't match. They don't match who you are as an individual. It's very clear to see that the people making up these stories are doing it out of sheer jealousy, greed, hatred, envy, and a bunch of other negative human emotions, because they're just not full of that divine love like you are. And like I said, them trying to keep you stuck just keeps them stuck in these low vibrational energies while you just keep shining your light. All right, Chariot, all right? Exactly. You're constantly moving forward. In a spiritual way, you're constantly ascending. You're constantly pushing the envelope of love energy and spiritual knowledge to anyone who will listen to you, while they are just stuck in low vibration. You're probably constantly climbing higher and higher and higher, moving up in the ascension process, moving forward into a higher vibration. Yeah, the World card. That is the ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one. So I have a feeling that that's just the energy that you're constantly in that Ace of Cups. That every time somebody tries to end something in your life, they end some cycle in your life, or the divine ends some cycle in your life, there's just a new, more positive cycle coming in. All right, and I feel like any sort of cycle in these haters' lives, as far as anything positive, probably always ends because their negative vibrations probably squash their manifestation abilities, while your manifestation is probably on super high because of your high vibration. And with you're constantly moving forward while they're constantly staying stuck in the past. Constantly probably repeating these karmic cycles while you're moving on to better and better and better karmic cycles every lesson that you learn. All right, and what is their karma for fucking with you? The Death card. Anything in their life that they want ends. Anything positive in their life ends. While you're on this constant rebirth, they're on the constant ending cycle, watching you grow, progress, and move forward, while they're stuck in one position, and anything they put energy into just dies. You know, it's almost like you have a green thumb, and anything you touch grows and prospers and becomes abundant and bears fruit. Well, everything in their life turns brown, decays, and dies right in front of them. And that is going to be their karma. While you're constantly having your cup filled up by spirit, you're in this abundant energy of new beginnings and love, constantly moving forward. They're constantly in low vibration, stuck in you have that Midas touch, and then they have the other touch. They have the touch of death, the touch that anything that they touch dies, decays, and crumbles around them. And that will be their karma, watching you move forward into abundance while they're stuck in decay, basically. Well, anyways, I hope this video is helpful to those viewers out there who want to know why people are spiritual haters to them. But anyways, guys, I would really appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe my videos. And then also, if you're going to leave for the contest a name for my tortoise, please leave a way of contacting you, or if you want to, you can drop down and look in the description box and you can see my email address, and you can email me, and that way I can get back in contact with you to let you know that you've won the contest, and then to set up a time to do your reading for you. And the other thing is, I think this month I want to do something different. I'm going to reduce the prices of my personal readings so that more people out there during these hard times have a chance to get a personal reading if they're really going through something in their life and they need guidance or clarity on it. I'm going to reduce my readings to, for the rest of this month, $44. All right? You can pay through Cash App. You can see my email address in the description box below. And like I said, if anyone needs guidance or clarity, my readings are done by phone, Skype, or FaceTime. So it's like a legit personal reading. You know, you're going to interact with me. It's not going to be just some video I make for you. And I'm only going to charge $44 for a half an hour. So I would recommend that you get on this deal that I have going on now. And good luck to anybody out there who's going to help with me naming my new tortoise. I think the tortoise, I got that tortoise for a reason. I think that might be one of my spiritual animals, because I do walk around with a thick shell that's almost impenetrable. I do have a massive spiritual armor on me that haters just cannot get through. And I'm also very gentle and calm like a tortoise. So, anyways, I think that's definitely why I ended up with this baby tortoise. When I went to this flea market, I had no intention of buying a pet of any type, and that tortoise just called out to me, so I had to get it. And I think there's something, as far as a spiritual message within that tortoise about having a thick skin, an armor, an impenetrable shell around you of protection. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful day. This is the Eben Oracle. Peace out.